Okay, let us start today's topic, requirements analysis. This is from third unit. Okay, so already we have seen what is requirement analysis, about requirement analysis and elements of requirements analysis in yesterday's class. Again, we will discuss about this topic in detail, right? First of all, here the requirements analysis is used to specify software operational characteristics. What it is going to tell us? It is used to mouse. All right. It is used to specify the operational characteristics of a software, which means how we are going to implement that particular module. So what are the steps, what are the tasks which are involved by a individual module? Suppose if you have seen that bank ATM, what are the functions, what are the operations which are included within that ATM? So a customer may use the may go for a different transactions. What are those? Withdraw amount or deposit some amount into the account, or suppose if you want to transfer funds to somebody, which means to friends or so to some other organizations, like that there are different tasks are there, okay, which is performed by a customer through the ATM missions. So how are we, what are the exactly tasks of that particular ATM mission? So like that it will give the clear operational characteristics related to a software or related to a particular module, whichever we have chosen, right? And see the second one, it indicates a software's interface with other system elements. Okay, it should indicates the software's interface. So what are the soft interfaces we need to develop this particular okay project or module? What we need in between, which kind of interfaces we should develop to work on this particular project? Already you know what is the interface, and here not only that interface. So here if you want to work with some ATM, so there is some kind of a system you need, some there is a one kind of display unit you need. Okay, by interacting or by doing operation on that particular display only, the customer will perform some transactions with that particular ATM machine. Otherwise it's impossible, isn't it? If we will go for the bank, there is some persons to help us. If we want to withdraw some amount, okay, they'll do with their self each and everything, and they'll give the cash amount to a customer, and they'll enter the how much that particular customer is withdrawn, and what is the remaining balance, etc., everything manually. But if we are using a mission, so through that mission it will perform okay actions individually. It will update the records of a database, that customer record of a particular bank database, from particular bank database, isn't it? So like that, if how the customer individually should interact with that particular ATM mission, which kind of interface he needs, okay, to get some money or to deposit some money into that particular mission. So after taking the money or after depositing the money, how it will be interact with their bank database. So like that we should think about a software interfaces which are included into our project, okay, into our project. And after that, if you'll see the third point, establish constraints in a software must meet. So what are the conditions? So what are the conditions or constraints in between, okay, while designing something, which kind of problems you may get, okay, by following which kind of rules you are going to execute that particular project, or going to develop that particular project. So like that, establish some conditions related to, okay, developing to that particular project. Okay, whatever the things you have designed related to that project, so that is size is this much and the cost for this is this much, and at a time it will allow single person or multiple persons. Like that, first of all you should design some rules before developing that particular project or particular okay module. So by following that rules and regulations only, you should develop your project. That is the third point about this requirements analysis. So requirements analysis in the sense, whatever we need to develop this particular project, which kind of things we needed. Okay, not only the things, language, it may be a design or it may be some everything related to that particular project. Now we are going to analyze and gathering, okay, those things of our project here, right? So this is purely about the operational characteristics of a software, how this is going to be implemented, okay, how the functions will should perform the actions. Next, the requirements analysis allows the software engineer. The requirements analysis allows the software engineer. The software engineer may be a analyst or maybe a okay modeler. So it will allows him to elaborate. So first of all, in first step, inception step, at the step of inception, just we have take which we need, just like we need till now we have discussed some bank example. If we are doing the same thing now at the inception phase, we are going to tell, okay, we need one building, okay, some few computers, few employees, after that one place to establish a ATM. Okay, these are enough. Okay, this is about a inception phase. In starting phase, what we want, overview. But in second phase, in elaboration phase, we need, if we want to, if we need one building. So what is the size of that building? How many rooms you need in that building? Which location you want to choose that particular building? So like that, in detailed information related to that building you should provide at the step of this requirements analysis, or here in elaboration phase. Elaboration phase, we are going to discuss about, if you are talking about a building, so what do you need within that building, in which location I should select, I should choose a building, and how many number of rooms I needed there, okay, that is called work area. If the customers will come more, so where is the place? So like that, each and everything you should take care about that particular building. If you thinking about a people, working people into that particular bank, so which kind of people you need? Okay, you need one manager, like one manager, some clerks, whoever have the knowledge, okay, in this kind of working, or with the computer knowledge. So then you will recruit based on their skills or based on their degrees, isn't it? So without no, I mean, in detail, you are going to choose the particular employees related to that bank, okay, based on their role, okay, and you are going to select them, isn't it? In inception phase, just we have what else? speak about only just recruiting of employees to work into this bank. That's it. That is the single statements in inception phase. But in elaboration phase, which kind of people you need, which kind of works there, which kind of tasks are there. Okay, there is a need of one security guard, there is a need of one office boy. Okay, there is need of one manager and some clerks kind of things, some marketing executives, like the different roles according to your individual role. You should select the people, you should choose the people. You are not going blindly recruiting. Okay, that is the elaboration. So at this stage we are going to elaborate, okay, based on a earlier requirements or earlier collected things. Next, build models. After taking the all the requirements, now what we are going to do, by elaborating these, okay, modules or functions, you should construct some models. You should construct some models or build models. Those are, okay, user scenarios and functional, okay, functional activities, problem case classes and their relationships, okay, system and class behaviors and flow diagrams, etc. Whatever we have seen yesterday, we have discussed about some building models. So those building models are user scenarios and flow models, okay, class models, behavioral models, etc. Okay, again in today's class also we are going to discuss about those models only. Okay, that is build models. I'll show you that. So this is that. This is the diagram. See, here the yesterday's concept same. Now we have discussed the second point, building models. First of all, first point is elaborating the requirements. In second point is building the model. In building the model based on four, okay, whatever we have discussed in yesterday's class, based on four kinds of elements. See here, the elements are required. Okay, here the elements of requirements analysis in different point of views. So what is the first elements? Scenario based models. What it is? It is a scenario based models. What is the second one here? The scenario based models would be developed by using use cases and user stories. So we have seen one example just now. We have seen one example about use cases, isn't it? So scenario based models will be, okay, constructed by using a use case diagrams. So these use case diagrams will be built based on the user stories. User story in the sense, what is a user story? It is a requirements or request from a customer. Based on that request, we are going to develop a model. That model is a use case diagram. Clear? So now what is here the in ATM example, what is the user story? In total of a bank project, I want to one ATM. I mean, I want to establish ATM to this banks or bank also. So like that, he tell one story, which means he tell one requirement, establishing a ATM related to I mean under this bank project, under this bank project. That is a user story. For that user story, you have constructed one use case diagram, isn't it? Just now we saw the diagram. That is a first element or first model, building model for a project. If we will go for a second one, the second one is a class model. What it is? Class diagram or class model. See here, this class model should be implemented by using either class diagrams or by using collaboration diagrams. Okay, so I have shown about these class diagrams also in yesterday's class. And now coming to the third one. Okay, third one is behavioral models. What is the third element or third model in requirements analysis model? That is a behavioral model. So this behavioral model can be implemented by using state diagrams or sequence diagrams. Here also two kinds of diagrams. Okay, we have learned. First one is state diagram, second one is sequence diagram. And last, the fourth element is flow models. What it is? It is a flow model. Under this flow models, we have seen okay DFDs, data flow diagrams, and also data models. Data flow diagrams and also a data models. Right? These are the elements of a requirements analysis. Same. And if we'll see the same diagrams here, again I'll explain for few minutes of the diagrams. Yeah. Okay, same. This is the use case diagram. For first one, scenario based models. The scenario based model is developed based on a user story. So this is the bank ATM construction, right? I have revised now itself, and also yesterday's class also we have discussed. And this is the one of the diagram, that is the state diagram or state chart diagram. This state chart diagram coming under the behavioral models. So in this same the ATM mission. So what are the how we are going to operate this ATM machine? Starting phases. These are the starting phases. I have taken these steps. Okay, I'm not constructed for exact what I have taken in use case. This is little different. Okay, so same. What are the steps here? First of all, reading a card. After inserting the card into a ATM machine, which kind of tasks that ATM machine would perform? The first one is reading card. Second one is after reading the card, it will ask us, okay, enter the pin number. After a card is reading successfully, you should enter the pin number. After entering the pin number, okay, if you enter the correct number, it will go for further proceedings. Otherwise, you will come out. Eject card. You have entered a wrong pin number. It will give your card back to you. Okay, so like that. So after entering the pin number, if pin number is correct one, then it will go for next transaction, which means next work, choosing transaction. So choosing transaction means in use case diagram we have given 4 transactions. What are those? Deposit amount, withdraw amount, fund transfer, or something. What is the fourth one? Check balance. Okay, so these kind of transactions you may choose at this position. After that, according to your chosen option, it will work out that particular task. Okay, if you will go for second another transaction, again same, choose the transaction. Then no, if you are not going for some any other transaction, automatically it will finish your tasks and it will eject your card from ATM machine. This is what state chart diagram for ATM transaction work. This is under a behavioral second one. Okay, If you see the third one, which means class diagram, class behavior. So class diagram means it will give the information, okay, so based on the classes. See this. So suppose, okay, one bank is there. So bank has some code and some address. Okay, it suppose it maintains the customer information, customer accounts into that particular bank. So a single customer has account in this particular bank. So that's why here, so some has label added. So which kind of relationship between customer and bank we are going to show, that is a has relationship. Okay, and this bank maintains a ATM for their customers. Okay, to simplify the works of a customer, the bank establishes the ATMs, isn't it? So like that, see each and everything. Suppose these are the different classes. This is one complete class. It has some name, it has some attributes, it has some methods. Like that, some customer. This, if you see the customer class, this customer class is also having customer class name. Class name is a customer. So class attributes: customer name, customer address, customer date of birth, customer PAN number, and customer Aadhaar number. Like that, everything should be the, okay, variables, okay, attributes related to this particular customer. After this, what are the functions, what are the methods this customer, through this customer it's going to perform within this class? He owns an account. What he owns one account, and also he gets some debit card from this particular bank. This bank issues one debit card to this particular customer. This customer owns debit card and also one account from this bank. That account may be a current account, or maybe a savings account, or maybe a sometimes a salary account. Okay. And if suppose, if you'll see the savings account is a single individual class. Savings account is a class name. So what are the attributes into this under this particular savings account? Account number, account balance. What is the account number? Customer account number. And what is the balance of a current balance of a customer? After that, okay, debited information and credited information into that account. Okay, per every day, or suppose how much is debited by a customer and how much is credited by a customer. Everything you will get the information through bank what do you call that, statements. And in bank statements you will get every information at what time you have interacted with that particular account, or you would perform a transaction with that particular account. Everything you will get in statements, like that. So here, everything you should represent one class. That class has some attributes or variables, under that some methods or functions. Clear? Already you are learning oops now, so you can understand this one easily, isn't it? Right, in oops also you are writing, I think so, some programs in C++. Okay, so this is a class diagram. This is third one. If we'll go for the last one, this is the DFD diagram, which means data flow diagram. This data flow diagram is also having three levels: zero level, first level, and second level. Okay, three levels in the sense, zero level means a little bit, it's not a complete elaboration one. It's a, what you call, it's just outline, basic one. In the second stage you are going to little bit detailed nature, and I mean first stage, and in second stage you are going to get this complete picture about the works in depth. So now we have seen This is the diagram of zero level. Okay, level 0 DFD, data flow diagram. So in this, here you have one ATM. So that ATM will work based on a some card, whatever the card we are going to insert within the ATM. And also by inserting this card, the customer will work with the keypad. What he is going to work by using, what is the need of keypad? By using that keypad only, we are going to enter the ATM card number, isn't it? So if by using that keypad only, the customer will will would access the ATM. So after that, this ATM has, okay, relation with the database. This ATM has one screen, and it has some printout dispenser, it has some cash dispenser. ATM will give the cash to the customer, and it will give the printout slip to the customer, and some screen. It has some screen to show the details of that particular account. Sometimes it will show account balance also, right? And even customer name, and it operations, chosen operations, everything you have seen on that ATM screen only, right? And also it will have the interaction with the accounts database of a bank, isn't it? This is the fourth diagram. So these are the, why we have learned these till now. Okay, these are the elements, these are the four elements models. Okay, now we are going to represent the requirements analysis by using, okay, some four kinds of elements. First one is scenario based, class model, behavioral model, and flow model. If we want to represent these models by using diagrams, designs, then you need to learn the use cases. Same. Okay, use cases and more. We have 10 minutes, huh? Okay, it's already 5, right? Class diagrams, DFDs, and state diagrams, isn't it? So for this, have shown those diagrams, right? And with this, I want to tell only two small points. First of all, this requirements analysis model is a bridge between design model and system description. It acts as a bridge between whatever the system, okay, what system in the sense project, overall project. System in the sense overall project. The project, overall project description is there na? So it will hold the some part of this description of a project. And also this analysis model is not a complete design, it's some part of design. So here whatever the, okay, place is there na, so this is the some part, this is overall design. So within this design, we are not completely concentrated on design now, just we have learning only few topics or few things related to this design. And also now we are going to learning some just requirements gathering or information, how to gather the requirements from a customer, and what are the things we need. So everything we should, okay, perform from this, everything we have taken from this system description, isn't it? So this is called a analysis model. This analysis model is acts like a bridge between total overall project description and between design. It's not a, analysis model is not a complete design, and it's not a complete description of a project. It's a combination of both. Clear? And all right, now I'm going to stop the class here. I'll continue the remaining things in tomorrow's class. Thank you.